hear your voice. Okay, this is something like you are giving feedback in front of us. Please, I would like to ensure you that we are very open here to accept any types of criticism, suggestion, whatever you have. Because this is learning also for us. And hopefully this learning will help us for the next General Assembly. So, the energizing activity. What was your expectation and what you received last 2 days? Who wants to go for first? If no one raised their hand, I will call by name. You will go first.
Yes, that's why I'm here.
Okay.
Working, no.
He's giving.
Working? Yeah, now it's working, yeah. So I can go for now, right?
Yeah.
Good morning. So my name is Rakib, so I'm working for a Deputy CR for Bangladesh. My expectations was I have seen a lot of people up to this. Now I see, they do exist in real life. So yes, my expectation was more than, that's what I thought. So let's say for our CR net manager, Anna, I saw her in several meetings. But only the face. But these people, they do exist in real world. So yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Take it. Who want to be now? Who want to say something now? Yoko, now you. If I don't see any hand, I will call by name. I know everyone's name, okay? No. Oh, maybe it's better because it's live streaming.
I can also forward to mine.
Yeah.
Okay. On stage.
Yes. Our new CR for Japan.
Hello. Good morning. Very nice to see you. My expectations for this program was networking was my main purpose, and then it has been exceedingly fulfilled. So
If I give you like 10, mark how much you found from here, 0 to 10.
0 to 10,
Yes.
can it be 100?
Oh!
Thank you very much.
Who want to be next? Imran.
Hello, good morning, everyone. So, if I just say that my expectation, actually, this is the first time I'm attending the GA, so it is a cool, 100%. So I'm very happy to see all of the new people, so I'm very excited.
Excited. Count the mark, 0 to 10. How much the excitement?
I already mentioned in 100%.
Oh, 100%, okay. Okay. Now, Carla.
Yeah, thank you. Well, this is my second GA. So the last year the bar was really high. So this year it's still really high. I believe that even when I would love to have more time for yesterday's activity, I really love to be here and to know so much more new people that I didn't know last year or that I just met on the screen like Anna. So I'm really happy to be here, and I can say that I really love the experience and I can grade. It's just more about the feeling that the full experience. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Carla. Now, who wants to go? Who wants to say something? Danuta, now it's your time. Okay, come.
Yeah, oh my God, I absolutely loved it. Absolutely, expectation exceeded. It was amazing to see all your faces finally after seeing you on screen for a while. And yeah, I'm super glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Danuta. Now, it's your time, come. Yes, Ambassador of the Year.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here, and also it's my great pleasure as well. My first time for EGA event ever after nearly 3 years. So very nice to see a lot of young familiar faces and also new faces as well after online meetings a lot. I'm really enjoy every activities we have from the meeting, from the speech to even like our treasure hunt yesterday. maybe we can have more time for each activity so we can enjoy more and then also better timing. But to me, it's already like 10 out of 10. So thank you guys very much. Yeah.
10 out of 10 and more activities. I hope Commission will reconsider at least 3 nights GA. Maybe you can think. By the way, do you think that we really need more time for the gala dinner? So I'm also with you. Let's see how Emma thinks, like next management board decides. But I will convey my message that these GA participants, they mentioned we should have more time for the gala activity. Agree? Raise your hand. It's not voting, but it's raise your hand. Okay. So I can see that everyone agrees for this. Now, who wants to go next? Raji, come. Our coordinator from the legal department, legal and international affairs. Internal affairs.
Hello and thank you. It was amazing to see everybody and thank you. Congratulations for such an activity. Well, my only proposal, we should make a monthly or a weekly GA every Sunday. That would be great, but other than that, it was really 10 out of 10, amazing, and hope to see you all next year.
Okay, we should think something also for monthly, okay? Let's do something together. We will arrange our funding and we'll make it happen. Maybe 1 month in Asia, 1 month in Africa, 1 in Latam. Why not? Do some regional General Assembly. Are you agree for this? Do you want to work for this? We'll make it happen, okay? Okay, now who wants to go for this? Now Hajaria from Malaysia. Our coordinator from Research and Innovation Unit.
Thank you so much. I think the one word that I can describe is thankful. The first is thankful to all the management boards and all the committee that organized this for us. And I think I would like also to thankful that this is all the young generation. This is all the young people used with full with energetic and such. And thankful for accepting I'm afraid actually to come here because I'm way 30 years behind and some were very, very young. So thankful for...
You are not old. There's nothing like old in EMA.
The most exciting part actually is I think the treasure hunt. Even though it's tired for me, like old lady, not old, for me, but I think the treasure hunt is the best. Because even though we are not accepted, being denied because of the time, but we had so much fun until you see the photo.
Yes.
Yep.
I just realized that maybe we didn't share the shared drive folder with you. I will request my colleague, maybe Jane can share the photo folder. And I would like to request you all, whatever photo you captured through your mobile or any other device, please upload it there. It will be there forever. So everyone, I'll also upload my all the photos from my mobile phone. Upload everything there so everyone can see what you made. Maybe I can also plan for next year that, okay, Jeff made some photo like that way, so I should also do different models, okay? Okay, now, who wants to go next? There is no one? Maybe Diksha. Our potential CR for Qatar. Or already is here, I don't know. Maybe Razul can confirm me. Confirmed, okay. CR for Qatar.
Obrigada. Hello everyone, bom dia. It's really nice to be here again on stage, unlike last night. It was good dancing, y'all. I hope y'all had fun. Anyway, initially when I came here, this is my first GA. I've just been an ordinary member at EMA. I haven't been as involved as I would like. However, so my expectations were I didn't know what to expect. So I was like, okay, it'll be a good opportunity to see what EMA has to offer and how I can engage, and if the people are because what makes cool work worth doing is that you find brilliant and talented and skilled and amazing people there while doing that work. So I wanted to see if the work was amazing, obviously, but I want to see how the people were. And so I kept my expectations a bit in case I got too excited. I get too excited. So I was like, let's see what happens, right? And I came here and I met a bunch of amazing people, right? Who are very passionate and diverse. And you know how we knew we are all diverse? Because yesterday none of us were doing just this. So we knew how to dance. But no, it was really good. In terms of any feedback, maybe it would be really cool if next GA, we could kind of we could have local leaders to kind of show people around the city. For example, I came to Lisbon a week before. Thank you for that. I could have literally shown a bit around the place. That would have been amazing. But other than that, 110 out of 100. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We are getting a lot of extra marks. I need to have a bag to fill out all the things. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, who want to say something? No one? So I have to call by someone, right? Yes, Olena Bol, our representative from Ukraine.
Hi, everyone. It's my first General Assembly, and I'm so happy to finally be here. I would like to thank everyone for joining and for the energy you give. But my special thanks goes to organizers because everything is very high level, and we can feel that you thought about us and you cared about us. And we would I think that from my side, and I can speak for most people because I feel it, that we would try to do our best to give it back. To share the knowledge about this program, about the opportunities it provides, and so that more people would know, would participate, and would change the world for the better, because I believe that everything in our hands.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Olena. Now, yes, come. You both can come together. No worries, come. And then I'll go for only 2 more persons. So decide who will come.
Hi, my name is Sander. I'm from France. Hi. For those who have saw me. Oh, Rumi, how are you doing? It was really interesting to come here because I'm European and I'm really used to hang out with European people. And it's the first time I see so many diversity, and most of all outside Europe. And the discussion we had personally or in groups remind me the importance of having people from all over the world coming in Europe or somewhere else first, and also the difficulties you faced, all of you, every single one of you, for every little task of the daily life. So I had some hinges before, but I realized how much it's hard for a lot of you. So I hope that thanks to all the projects EMA put, your life is going to be easier for you, but also for those who are going to come after you. So I was curious to come. Thank you, Jordan, who talked to me about the association, and it was worth it.
Thank you so much. Now, you want to come? Yes? And the next view, yes. Who doesn't want to come to the next GA? Who wants to come to the next GA? Okay.
Hi everyone, Zarina here. I'm from Kyrgyzstan, and I did IMSIS I graduated in 2019. First, I'd like to thank a friend who shared the link and said, "Hey, do you want to come to Lisbon and join this event?" Because it gave me an opportunity to apply and be here. Overall, it's been great. I've met so many different people. I'm a normal EMA member, not a country representative, not a program representative. So it was quite surprising to see how the community is extended, because once I graduated, I'm only in touch with those who I know from the program and those who are from my country in the program later on. So this kind of expanded my perspective on Erasmus Mundus joint master degree, because when I applied, it was only 25 degrees, and now it's insane amount, and I cannot just keep track of what type of fields people are studying and what they're doing. I probably do have some organizational feedbacks, but they're not very, they're more organizational feedbacks in general for the next timing. But overall, I think this gave a great opportunity, and I'm great to meet all of you. And I mean, we will keep in touch, I hope. And maybe next year we'll all see each other again. I don't know, in Lisbon, do you have like any details in which country or will be? You know, I have to make it more assertive. So he's like, yeah, she said she'll be, you know. But anyways, thanks everyone. And yeah, let's keep in touch. I definitely will consider majority of the opportunities it has. And on top of it, I think I'll definitely share a word. Maybe next time a country representative who is my friend in Kyrgyzstan will come. You never know.
Thank you so much. So this is the last one. I hope by this time everyone is already here. And now we are going to have our co-creation session after this one.
So hello everyone. I'm Nathamon. You can call me Nat. So I'm a new CR for Thailand, and this is my first GA. So I'm also a recent graduate of Erasmus. I just finished in 2021. So I was an Erasmus student during the COVID time. So my experience that I've gone through the program was really unique. And it's really amazing that I never realized before that we could have this opportunity after Erasmus journey. And I feel a lot of flashback, kind of reconnect. I feel like all the time when I was a student and get connect with my colleagues from around the world. So this is really amazing, and I think I would like to share more to other my previous colleagues in the program. So as a new CR, when I attend this event, I kind of understand more, give more ideas besides the virtual meetings that we have. So I understand more about EMA, about the purpose and goal, and have opportunity to talk more about strategic and brainstorming, which is really nice. And also a lot of networking opportunity, especially with CR from Southeast Asia. And I see a lot of opportunity for collaboration in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So I'm just finishing this energizing activity. Hope the next General Assembly, we everyone will make the next General Assembly 2024. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the brilliant start of the day. Is everyone awake? Let's again say, good morning, everyone. Great. So we have been attending a lot of co-creation sessions. We have been having some ideas. So today's agenda of the day, I'll give a very small briefing. The first session right now is we have already exhausted the buffer time. So now we have to be really on time, and we are trying to improvise on saving time. So till yesterday, we were going for one big co-creation session, which is being led by my dear friend, Goshia. I can never pronounce this name. So Goshia will be leading the value co-creation, which will be value proposition, which will be in the big room. I think there is some printouts that were missing, so probably, exactly. Yes, so the groups were divided into around 30 each. So 2 groups have already done the value proposition co-creation session, but the third group, which is basically if you have not done, you go with her, start getting up and go there, while I'm explaining the other 4 groups. We will be having 4 different groups like yesterday, but we would not waste time. We will do it in this room in 4 different corners. You have done 2 sessions. So basically, it's what session you did not do. Oh, no, there is a different topic this time, right? Okay, so the 4 topics is, in the meanwhile, the people who have not done value co-creation, can you please start getting up and moving with Goshia? So the other 4 topics today is there is minor change. The first topic would be share the challenges in volunteering and learn how others have overcome the similar barriers. Yesterday, one of the topic was what problems did we face and how can we solve using a project. This topic is challenges in volunteering. So all those with challenges, who are going to do challenges with volunteering, follow Marcela. Where is Marcela? Marcy? Marcy is not here? No, she was here. I saw her. Okay. So Marcy, and you will be sitting in this corner. All those who are interested in this topic. Second topic is, how can we work more collaborative with different units? This was the topic which was there yesterday also, something like governance topic. Can we explore some project ideas to implement together? Cross collaboration between units. This will be a second topic which will be led by Tarun and Ashikur near the, here. Ashikur and Tarun will lead this. So all those who are interested in this topic, they go there. The next topic is fast track your career and showcase how to showcase EMGMD better in your CV. Yeah? What is it about? Sorry.
Yeah, basically life after the Erasmus Mundus. So yeah, different career path journeys available. So we would have someone talking of, okay, how to get into PhD, Marie Curie PhD, and entrepreneurship. So there will be a different career paths exploration here.
And you go with Manase in that third corner. And the last topic is building stronger communities, membership values. We have EMA values, we have EMA core values. What other values you would like us to incorporate in the culture of EMA? And you go for this topic with Pepri and Ruturaj at the fourth corner on that side. So topic 1, volunteering challenges here with Marcy. Collaboration between units, Ashikur and Tarun. Career in the corner with Manase. And building stronger communities, new EMA membership values with Pepri and Ruturaj at that corner. Okay, let's quickly start moving, please. So after this, the agenda is we'll be coming back at the center by 10, exactly 10. And then we will be briefing you about the election process. After that, there will be again international coffee break. You can still complete the checkout. And after that, we have a summary of all the co-creation sessions as our last session. Yeah, people are coming. Because they were listening to the... Yes, they don't have a flip chart there? I'll bring with you. Yes, I'll bring with me. I'll bring it. Oh, you need a flip chart or the whole setup?
I need the full setup.
A whole setup. Guys. Guys, let's start wrapping. We really need to start the next session. If you are done, go back to your chairs. If you are concluding, you have last 30 seconds to conclude. How are you? Great, guys. So my friend Kata would be explaining you a little bit more about the elections. But just to give you a short summary, the voting has already started on the community portal. You as GA attendees have the exclusive right to vote. Please exercise this right. Yesterday, we had 78% voting in the financial reporting. Thanks for that. But the remaining 22% who couldn't vote or did not vote, please vote. Even if you want to say no, even if you want to say abstain, even if you don't want to choose any of the candidates, please go and select your choice. Kata will explain you a little bit more, and we have exactly 30 minutes to do this. Kata.
Yes, the same and yes. So
You just say and then say we are here to help you. My laptop has died.
Yeah.
So I think this is all going well, but for everybody who needs a bit of a reminder, it's members.em-a.eu. You should all be on there by now. If you then click on votes, you will be seeing those 2 votes, and we please do invite you to cast your vote as soon as possible. I'll be walking around a little bit, so if you have any questions, we're happy to help you. We can see the percentage of people who have voted, so we will keep encouraging you to contribute to this as soon as you can as well.
I did already. I was the first voter. Is there a prize to vote first?
I never got to know that's correct because there's no access to knowing who voted first. Did it work for you?
Yeah.
Are you able to vote as well?
Yes, copy.
All right. Voted?
Financial voting is closed.
Yeah, the financial voting has closed, which happened yesterday. For the presidential and vice presidential voting, there will be 2 votes that visible in your community portal. You have around 10 more minutes. If anyone does not cannot access or does not see the voting on their portal, please let us know immediately. And if your friends are still not here, please ask them to be here. This is one of the important and crucial decisions that you are making today for the future next 2 years of EMA. Please take it very seriously. You can abstain, you can say no. Guys, I have to remind you again, you might be getting some messages. We are already getting some messages in community portal because of the confusion. The voting is only by the GA attendees, physical GA attendees who are right now here, not online watchers on YouTube and other things. This is the new statutes that was brought in by the previous steering committee approved in the GA 2020, GA 2019. And another requirement is everyone, only the ordinary members can vote. You know, we have been trying to include more and more people. Few years ago, someone who has not done an EMJMD could not even participate as volunteer or any position. In the portal, I replied. And now we have affiliate members, basically those who have not done EMJMD but other kinds of mobility. We are also inviting them to our EMA community portal, our EMA membership. But as per the statutes and internal regulation, as per the prescription of European Commission, only the ordinary members who have done Erasmus Mundus mobility can vote. The voting is done online because it is completely anonymous. We have to take the record that these GA attendees voted. We will be submitting all these records with Patricia and Bashir, who will be submitting it with the notaries, going to the Belgian authorities. The new names will be recorded in the Gazette. I'm repeating all this for our live audience also, or the future audience who will be seeing this. slowly move people to the coffee break. The closing of the co-creation sessions, we give a summary and we have formal announcement. We don't need to. Huh? It's okay, we don't do the formal announcement. That's why the session is for formal announcement. Is there anyone here who has an issue or cannot access internet issues? If you want some help, couple of them we got to know that their internet is not working. You can do it on phone. By the way, this screen is just a screenshot. It's not the live voting, okay? Okay, I can see 86% plus voting in both the votes. There is a discrepancy, 86 and 88. Someone has not voted for one of them. Please check that you have voted for 2 votes, okay? So, thanks for this help. We have 15 more minutes for this completion of process. You can continue to do that if you have not done. I have some friends probably in the other session who would be joining soon, and they will probably be also voting. While we are doing this, I'll just update you quickly of the rest of the day. So there is, right now we'll be having a coffee break, and after that we'll be having our last session, which is the conclusion of co-creation workshops. All the leaders, at least one representative from all the workshops. We had 5 workshops into 3 sessions, 15 workshops. I'll be inviting at least one person from all the groups. It can be 15, it can be some repeat people who can come together and just say one line about these sessions. Manasseh and Ashikur I'll be inviting Manasseh and Ashikur also to handle this session later on. And after that, we'll be having the formal announcement of results and a small speech by our selected candidates, the candidates that you have voted right now. We'll be having a formal announcements. But before we go into the coffee break, before you go back to the international coffee break and devour on the favorite savories that you got from all over the world, we have another thing for you. We have one more celebration before we break into our coffee break. And that celebration that you have joined us for 17th EMA GA. This is the 17th anniversary for EMA GA. So congratulating all of you. We are going to have an amazing cake cutting ceremony for now. I invite all the management board members to come in the front for this cake cutting ceremony. And then we can use this in our coffee break also, apart from many other cakes and savories that we are having. Good joke, good joke. Management board, my friends from management board, can you please come in the front? Ruturaj, Pepri, Marcy, Rajon, Jane, Tarun. Am I missing some name? Jordan. GAOC lead, Manase? No, he's working, he says. Kata, can you also join as our honorary guest? Where are you? I don't know, where is she? Ah, she's doing an interview. Okay, so, Mr. Ad Interim President. Happy birthday to Emma. Joyous anniversary to Emma. I don't know, feliz cumpleaños. I don't know what to say. Let's do one thing. Every one of you, we know one song which is common all over the world. We all sing happy birthday to Emma in your language. Let's sing together happy birthday to you, Emma, in your own languages. There will be a cacophony of sounds, but let's send our energies. Go for it. Feliz cumpleaños, Emma. Portuguese?
Oh, I will eat cake. I don't want cake. Can we sing in English, please? Okay. Yes. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Emma. Happy birthday to you. Woo!
Remember, we have to finish the international delicacies that we have. Oh, you have to finish all of them right now. We have to eat all of it, okay? You can take some toffees back home for your friends, for your roommates. But please, help everyone enjoy this amazing break we had. So we come back here sharp at So we all come back here sharp at 10:55 for the conclusion of co-creation sessions. I also ask some of the leaders from all these groups, get your notes that you prepared during your sessions, bring it with you. You have to just have 15 to 20 seconds or 30 seconds to say about it. Thank you. Take your seats. 3, 2, 1. Big round of applause for everyone. So for the last session, as we discussed, all the co-creation sessions we had a lot of brainstorming, and that is what we are here for. We have been listening since morning that people are happy to see people in each other in person, which is the most important aspect of this GA, that we sit together, we watch people, we learn from them, and we go back and remember these memories, and next time we are doing an online call, we are more at ease, more at creativity, more at comfort. So let's conclude these brainstorming sessions. I invite my friends Rashi and Caroline, who have been doing this amazing job. Please, wonderful round of applause. Our dear friend Sheenam, who couldn't be here because of last-minute visa issues, and these team members, they stepped up. And this is what EMA is about. These are the values that we create, that the person who is helping, who is managing is not here, but the team is so dedicated and so ready that they can take up the whole task. And you all have seen how they have done. So let's listen from the horse's mouth, and they will be inviting the leaders. They have identified few people. They might identify you suddenly now because they know who was here. They had all the list. They will be taking these mics to you on the table. We will save some time, not bringing everyone on the stage. We observed that the cameras are rotatable. They can go everywhere. And the mic and the live feed is already on. So they will be taking the mic, talking to you and explaining how it works. And then we'll be having the official announcement of the presidency and vice presidency. Thank you.
Check. Yes. So here we are on our last day of the GA. And since yesterday, all of us has been participated in the co-creation session. But before we conclude, I think we should start with, we're going back to the theme of our GA. What is the theme of this GA? Anyone? And the tagline? Connect with purpose. Yes. So connect with purpose. I think it's very important, right, Rashi, that we come here from different part of the world and connect with each other. That's why we create this co-creation session.
Exactly. And I'm sure the ideas and discussions that we have in the last 2 days have been really amazing. And you have been able to exchange the energies, the knowledge, and also able to learn from your fellow colleagues here and made some friends, absolutely. So let's reflect on what we have learned within last 2 days with all the discussions and all the networking that we have been doing here. What are the opportunities that we are taking away? What are the personal development things that we are taking this time? Okay, so let's start.
Yes, we invite the leaders of the main groups. Yesterday we had 4 themes.
Okay, maybe we can start with the first session, which was with Goshia right here. Yes. So the value creation one. We would like to hear from you. What were your key takeaways from the session? How many of you attended the session?
It should be everyone.
The first
I don't see
value proposition session. Come on, everybody was supposed to attend it.
Yes.
How many?
No, I think we just
Come
go around.
on, it was such a good session. Where's the energy?
Rashi, you can
Big
just
round
go
of
around
applause
the
for
table,
Goshia,
yeah?
please. Woohoo! Thank you for the amazing session. Let's see how much people have been attentive during this session, how much self-reflection they've been doing. All right, so who wants to share the takeaways that we had from the value proposition session? Nobody learned anything? All right, amazing. All right.
Thank you for that amazing session. I think it was very useful because it helps me to self-reflect. That, hey, think about yourself, who you are, what are you looking for. So thinking about myself, that we often forget. And it's very important to look back and think again, set the target and go on. So thank you for that amazing session.
Thank you. One more?
Anyone else who would like to share
Yes.
their reflections?
Here you go.
Hi. Yeah, the session, I think, touched some points that we usually don't address in the dailies, where we are addressing this when we are like doing job seeking, when we are preparing for an interview. But it's really interesting how you can start like giving time to start reframe yourself. You are so focused to move forward, but sometimes you don't have time to reflect. So I think it was amazing experience to recap and see if the things that you are doing are like aligned with the way that you want to be.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you because the learning from this session was not something that I go about every day. But when I reflect on them, I realize, okay, these are really important for my personal as well as professional development. So thank you so much, Goshia, for that. All right, so big round of applause for her once again, please. All right.
So we can move on to the specific topics that you were brainstorming or co-creating yesterday. So the first topic was brainstorming and ideation of project.
So, how many of you attended the project development or brainstorming sessions? Just 4? Are you sure?
This cannot be the case.
Are you sure? Come on, go on.
Yes.
All right, I can see a few hands up because I've had few conversation with a couple of people here who have discussed really interesting ideas, and we will be looking forward to making them reality now and taking them to the next step. But yeah, let's see what ideas have we been discussing. So Luis, would you like to share what you have been discussing during the session?
Okay, so this idea was connected with the needs that we have now, the people that is finishing the master. So most of us, we are not for the European Union, so we address so many challenges when we are start like doing job seeking. And the thing that we were proposing is that we can use all the opportunities that we have in the community to find the way to keep the people in the European Union. That was the name of the project. So we will use this idea to collaborate with the country representative and with the project representative to find the way to make accessible all this information that was already collected for some alumni. So the current people that start looking for how to stay in the country they want, so we can give like better opportunities for the people in the future, and they can stay in the European Union in the profession they study.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So we would like to hear one more learning, perhaps from the project ideas.
So where are the project leaders who we were discussing with yesterday? One more project idea that we discussed yesterday. Come on.
Diana,
Oh?
yeah.
Diana, okay.
Yeah, this project idea is actually a bit connected to Luis's idea because it has to do with what happens after Erasmus. So it's not only about employability opportunities for us, but also capacity building in terms of PhD, because we know that some people would like to continue their academic careers and pursue a PhD. So they can be connected somehow because we're addressing the two things. And something very important that we were saying yesterday is that the European Union, I mean, with this masters, what they want to do is to attract talent. So we want the talent to stay here, right? So it would be a very, very good opportunity for all of us, or for those who are even seeking for a PhD or work opportunities. Thank you.
Awesome. Round of applause. So, but I believe beyond those two project ideas that we just heard, there were many. We were in the session, Rasi, and we heard so many brilliant project ideas.
Exactly.
So from the project support unit, we are inviting you to keep working on those amazing ideas and come forward to us if you need any help at all.
Okay, that's great. So what was the next session that we...
Yes, it was investing in the future strategic roadmap of EMA up to 2025.
Oh, that's exciting one because we're looking towards the future of EMA. So, how many people attended the session?
Yes, I can see hands. So, who would like to reflect on it? Yeah, good.
Should I stand up? Okay, I think it was a really important session because being a first-time member, I got to know in depth about what EMA brings and what values is EMA based on. So for me, its biggest strength was the diversity and inclusivity of all the different cultures, different skills of talent. And since EMA is part of the EMJMD scholars, so it has a very unique skill set of talent pool. And that EMA used to build on to, create its outreach and expand its global network. So for me, EMA is, I believe, on the right track to becoming a global brand, what the leadership also told. So for me, it was a very good co-creation session. Thank you.
Amazing. Because thank you so much. Because the ideas that we are collecting during this General Assembly from the volunteers are the ones which will be leading EMA's decision in the coming time. So they are really important to us. Okay, one more, two more actually, what ideas that was discussed during the session?
I think we have one here.
Hello, I'm a program representative and I was attending the session. So I want to summarize what we discussed. So it was a SWOT analysis and we discussed about some strengths and weakness, opportunities and threats there. So some strengths that we found out that the diversity of high-skilled talents we have, it's really a good strength for us. Organizational support from EU and also external partners. Those are really good strengths for us, and also the digital tools that we use and other technical tools, as well as the proper organization of manpower throughout the world. That's really a fantastic strength of us. If we consider weakness, we have a bit of communication gap with EMGMD coordinators, so it has to be improved. We have a bit of problem with the sustainability in future with the finance, so that we have to focus. Commitment of volunteers, that can also be a weakness. And also lack of global visibility. We are really, how can I say, a pool of talented people here, but the visibility in global scale is not really visible that much, so that can be improved. The opportunities, if we consider, we can improve the communication skill, networking and connection with external, as well as the partners we have already. The long-term sustainable goals that we can, the roadmap can be introduced here because of self-sustainable finance. And professional development for volunteers, that can be also addressed here. For threats, we identified two different threats. One is internal and another is external threats. So internal threats are work culture, so engagement and burnout of volunteers, that can be practiced how to mitigate it. And also the motivation of volunteers and new volunteers, for sure. If we consider the external threats, that's the brand image and also law-related things. So brand image has to be preserved, that we need to focus. And also motivating partnerships and other funds to be sustainable, self-sustainable in future. So if we cannot be self-sustainable and EU stops funding, then we will be in trouble. So this will be a big threat for us. So this is the summary for all the SWOT analysis we have. Thank you very much.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
I think that was a good example of, of a reflection of how EMA is doing and what are the opportunities, how we can make it better and keep on improving. So would anyone else like to share some solutions that were discussed during the sessions? Yep. Can you please also introduce yourself, because we might know you, but people in the live audience might want to know you too.
Okay, so my name is Odwala Oladeji. I'm the PR for European Interdisciplinary Master African Studies, IMAS. And so I will just highlight one specific thing that we said, especially in terms of opportunities for EMA. And it was very, amazing that within us we saw someone who has graduated for the past 8 years. So we emphasized the need to connect, a lot of alumni that has left EMA years ago back into EMA. And this is important because there are incredible talents that we've seen some alumni amongst us displayed. For instance, I can name some few people that have contributed to EMA. So we are trying to find a way that people like that have, graduated years ago, and they are doing incredibly well in whatever spheres that they found themselves. How we can tap this talent and then also bring it to collaborate in terms of project, in terms of ideas, in terms of trying something innovative, partnership and collaboration. I think that was also something that we really stressed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Fantastic.
And then now we can move forward to the next topic. It was about creating partnerships between EMA with other universities, other NGOs, or other organizations. So, yeah. So, Rajan? Yes?
And I think I want to continue what Manal started yesterday. So one of the other ideas of the project creation that we came up with the problems that we have been facing in different situations. So one of the discussions that we had yesterday with in our session with Manal was about financial stability and issues. For example, they have the specific issue where because of the currency conversion rate, the scholarship is coming less, and the university is not ready to understand it or accept it or help it. So one of the other things that we need to do probably is to ideate and use this community, either community portal or Genie Map, to get our energies and our knowledge. For example, in this case, there are other countries from non-Eurozone. They can probably have similar issues, and they can probably have probably solved those issues. They can come up with ideas what they did, or the financial excuses that the university or any reason is being made can be solved by someone who has a financial background or an international banking expert. So one of these things that in my personal opinion, we should suggest to each other by working together using these portals that we have is to get our knowledge, not just work alone. We have a community working together. So if you have a project idea, whether it is from your master's or whether it is from your hobby or passion, don't immediately try to start alone, and then if you're not able to do it, you stop at some point. Use the community, go back, say that I'm using this idea. Yesterday, I think someone was telling about platforms like Salto Youth, where we can go for big project ideas between different organizations. But let's start home. Let's use our own portals and use our own channels to get more information about or more knowledge about the topics that we need from other friends.
Exactly, you're right, Prashant, because projects are really important for us. That's how we are helping the community to develop professionally, to give back to the community. So they are really important for us. And there were some incredible ideas discussed yesterday. Do you want to do one more project or move to the next session?
I think we should move to the next one.
Okay,
Yes?
so we're short on time. All right.
So about partnerships. We cannot do projects most of the time without any
Okay.
partner. So, yes? You would like to, yeah. There you go.
So, hi everyone. My name is Collins. I'm from Malaysia. I'm the PR for Public Health and Disasters. I'm part of several networks, the Asia Foundation, the Global Atlantic Fellows, also the US Department of State. And I think that what we can do is we can look and learn from the best practices of some of the other organizations in terms of public-private partnerships, working with the private sector, and also getting sponsorships from various other stakeholders. This is something that maybe we should explore and would really contribute to the sustainability of our organization. Thank you.
Thank you for that fantastic idea. What would also be great, like we will definitely be reaching out to the organization to make partnerships, but our amazing volunteers here are also working with, like the alumni are working with some great organization. So it would be wonderful if we can see how we can collaborate there. So we will be hoping that you reach out and share some ideas there with us. Even after the GA, and we continue discussing them in details.
Yes, also,
Okay.
we would like to invite Marcella probably to pay attention on these ideas and keep an eye on volunteers who has a brilliant idea about the partnerships, because Marcella and her unit in the partnership unit also needs your help. Yeah? Any other? Yes.
Hey everyone, my name is Diksha. I'm I graduated from Smart Cities and Communities last year, and I'm happy to be here. But in the session yesterday, we actually we had 3 groups. The first group made a very extensive list of potential partners that we can have based on the type of problems Erasmus students tend to face. So things like logistics, Wi-Fi, travel, Airbnb partnerships. Similar to how we have a partnership with WISE, they proposed an extensive list based on the type of problems Erasmus students tend to face most often. It was amazing. I believe the list has been forwarded to Jane. The second group, which was my group, we kind of went to the public entities and the private entities which we can partner with for more professional and academic enrichment. So I believe OSUN, Open Society University Network, and EIT were mentioned as organizations which offer research opportunities as well as teaching fellowships, teaching opportunities, so that people who are applying, Erasmus students who are going to apply for PhD, can gain more experience and like enrich their applications some more. We also talked about having incubators and accelerators, both government and private, to partner with. So things like Garage, Erasmus Mundus, and just Erasmus students who want to start their own companies, right? Because we have academia, we have like the corporate industry, but we also want to make pathways for people who want to start their own thing and create, not create in a more like a new breakthrough way, right? Then we discussed that it's very important, because there's no standardization currently, that EU delegations to different countries should be contacted. This is especially important because of GDPR, which is very important, but because of GDPR, we are not able to contact a lot of individuals who have not given us their consent, which is as it should be. However, if we have a memorandum of understanding or some kind of partnerships with EU delegations in like India or different countries, we can just forward the delegation our like messages or newsletters, and they in turn can then forward it to their like members. So that way we kind of like, by the property of transitivity, kind of get more reach. So it's important for outreach as well, and consistency of the brand, I think. And two last things. Actually, one major thing was we decided that it was very important to have. I don't know if you all are familiar with Handshake platform. It's to help you find jobs, essentially. It's often offered by university. It's an exclusive access to the Handshake platform. Companies come and they give you like jobs, and recruiters reach out. I think it would be amazing and a lot of value there's a lot of value for both the recruiters as well as the Erasmus Mundus students if we have a partnership with the Handshake platform. So it's not just per university, but a standardized one for all Erasmus Mundus or EMA volunteers, and it would, I think, increase the number of people who are going to become members at EMA. And lastly, we reiterated that all documentation should not be PDF, because they get obsolete very quickly, and instead be live web pages. And am I forgetting anything, guys, who were there? I think that's it, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic. That's really interesting to hear all the solutions that we are coming up today, because there have been brainstorming within the MB to discuss all these challenges, but with the community, with EMA, with the volunteers, we are able to, explore more, and such incredible solutions come up. All right, great. So what was the next session, Caroline?
Next topic is building stronger communities through membership values.
So as we identified it as a challenge that we want the EMA community to be more engaged. So let's hear what we discussed during this session.
Do you have a hand?
Yeah, let's get some ideas.
Hi, everyone. I think I introduced myself earlier, but if anyone hasn't heard me, my name is Zarina. I'm from Kyrgyzstan, part of IMSIS 2019, first cohort. So a very old, an older person, let's say. Anyways, for the topic, how to engage members, first we identified that it's one of the critical points, because it's a challenge for the association to keep it engaging so members are engaged. But what we did is we've created a division between what type of members we have. There's the potential students who are eventually will have a possibility to join the association. There is incoming students who are already highly likely to join the association. There's current students, and then the alumni. And for each one of them, we have like a quick action plan. And for the potential students, we thought that having booklets, how to apply, creating sessions in the countries with working with the EU delegation, if you have one in your country, in the cooperation with them, to spread the word about the existence of such opportunities and scholarship funding if, for some, or in general, just to spread the word around. For the incoming students, we thought it would be ideal to have some sort of booklet which will guide them in terms of mobility, what to expect, even if possible, visa guidance. It does change, but it would be still pretty good, at least to have someone in a booklet, let's say a contact point. You know that that person, like for example, applied to Irish visa, and he would probably have more knowledge and help already incoming student to get the paperwork done. We also thought, like at the moment, some of the countries have PDOs, pre-departure orientation, and usually it's country-based because it's a lot of students, and then it's a country, like it has country-based topics like visas, mobility, or in general what to expect. But what we consider that it would be probably good if there would be a PDO within the program itself as well, because some people not only have country-related topics, but some people even have like a program-related topics. What type of what to expect, you know? So, or even get in touch with someone you know from a previous cohort. And what we also thought that, like for the pre-departure orientation for the country-based, that it's more or less country representative-led in a cooperation with EU delegation or EMA association. So, and for the one which is program-related, that is more led by the program representatives in partnership with the program coordinators, because the PDO for the program allows to also connect different cohorts. So we thought that connecting different cohorts will also ease incoming students' life, because like an older cohort gone through everything what the new cohort will go. Okay, it's a bit different, but still. For the current students, we thought that in order to engage them, it would be ideal to have any sort of like sessions, teaching sessions, or even like, I know that there was mental health. I think it's very important, and it was something I probably needed when I was studying. Or for example, master thesis writing, how to decide the topic. Because what happened is when we studied, obviously the university provides these courses, but it's global. And if it is within the community or a program, it allows you to actually hear a feedback from those who have done it. So it would be helpful. For the alum and for the current students, we also thought that it would be great if there is a mentorship link. It could either be for a same program, like an alumni of your program, or in general based on an interest, because if you have someone who can mentor you how to go through it, it's gonna be always easier, and it's gonna bring more desire to join the association because it has such opportunities. For the alumni, we thought that the biggest challenge is actually the spreading the word about the existence of the association. And I know there's data protection laws and GDPR, but what we thought is that there's got to be some sort of communication, because program coordinators, they have all the details of the alumni. So maybe to work with them in order to have a email spread around about the existence of such association, the benefits, and the invitation to join. Because there were cases when people didn't even know that it existed, even though they graduated a few years ago. So I think with the alumni, it's the spread of the word through using program coordinators. Then also probably there was a challenge that some country representatives or program representatives, they don't have the full list of potential alumni. And maybe there would be a great opportunity to actually group and provide the country representatives the list of their alumni, so they can work with them or cooperate with them for the future. There was an Atlas program or project, I think, mentioned in order to connect different,
Yes.
In order to connect different
funding opportunities.
Funding opportunities, but I think it would be great to increase the database and also probably include like I think it's called like a map, so you know you can connect to any other alumni, because in the EMEA portal you can find it, but do you have like a connect, and how, like, do you just find them by name or by preference? And the last one, but not least, I think we should also propose mentorship as a volunteering perspective for the alumni as well, because it's a part of the giving back to the community. And I think mentoring or matching up with a possible potential mentor or a mentee based on the interest would be also a benefit for the alumni. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Yes, and then I think we already covered all the topics for the co-creation
Yeah.
session yesterday, but this morning we have another co-creation with different topics. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I would just like to add, thank you so much. Like this, all these brainstorming got some really fabulous solution. But absolutely, to implement these solution, we need the volunteers. We need people to step up and take these mentorship role. Like it's a fantastic opportunity for you also to guide someone who's coming after you, and also to connect with the PRs. Like if you know somebody who can help us with it, like with the organization, anything, reaching out, you know whom to contact. You've seen the MB, you know us at the project support. So just reach out, and if there is any opportunity, please do share it with us as well. We would like to amplify it and make the most of it and share it with you as well.
Yes.
Okay.
And the most important thing, of course, we have to take ownership. What happens usually, we have a great idea from this GA, and then when you voice those ideas, then take ownership of it and be the leader of that project ideas, or any ideas.
Yeah, we would love to have more leaders guiding us throughout the journey of EMA.
Yes, awesome. So this morning we have another co-creation sessions, but I think this is more relevant for all of us who is right now in this room. So the first topic was about what challenges do we have as a volunteer in EMA. So who was the leader? I think it was Xanus. Yeah. Yeah.
Good morning again. How are you doing? I'm Sander. I'm doing European Public Health. I'm from France. I've talked about it earlier. The challenges in volunteering. The problem is, of course, having funds for activities, whether visa, travel, accommodation, also the compatibility with all this kind of funding with euros or other currencies. The thing is, all of us are leaders, we are experienced, we have skills, knowledge, expertise to offer, but at the end we spend a lot of time organizing, administration and bureaucracy. We could be very time consuming. The two main problems we also talk about is that some of us are volunteers, others are students, some of others are workers. So what is the compatibility with people working and doing volunteering? And we could be a huge bias. If we have too many people who can afford not to work and doing volunteering, we can have a huge problem if only people who have enough social status to be not to have to work. Also very important, we spend a lot of time in projects, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. And how do we deal with volunteering/activism burnout? We should find practical tools to address this problem. Also, what could be the evolutions of EMA, the activities, what can do the volunteers, what can do other persons. As you may already know since yesterday, EMA is an ISBL, which is a non-profit international association based in Belgium, under Belgian law. So it would be interesting to know what we can do as a Belgian ISBL to develop different kind of activities or funding or person who can volunteer or work with us, for us, let's see. And with all the consequences about all of that. And we finish talking about having proper training of soft skills, learn how to speak in public, without babbling how I'm doing now, for instance, without hesitating. And of course, the professionalization, which is of course already a thing with EMA, but keep professionalizing the association. Thank you for hearing me. And we had a very good moment tonight with the group.
Thank you, Sanders. And we would also like to use this opportunity as a good momentum for the current management board or the future management board to take all these challenges that our volunteers currently have, and then in this case, then
please take that into account because all of us here are volunteers, and then we are based in different part of the world. So yeah, that's very important.
Absolutely. We are in EMA because we know the impact that it's creating in our lives and the lives of people around us, because most of us also have our full-time work, but we also like to volunteer and exchange these amazing ideas, right? So thank you so much for sharing those.
Yes, and then I think there was also another topics about what option do you have after Erasmus Mundus program. So how can you quote unquote sell your Erasmus Mundus journey for your professional career? Who was in the session? I think it was led by Manasseh.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, I was caught off guard. I didn't think I was going to. Okay, so my name is Delia. I'm the country rep for Zambia, and I studied on the Erasmus Mundus Advanced Development in Social Work Advances. And in our co-creation session, we spoke about, actually we were inspired by Duta and the other colleagues who spoke about their experience with Erasmus and how they have used that opportunity to find better opportunities. They are working with very good organizations and stuff like that. But Manasseh put me on the spot because I suggested that it would be nice if we could continue this session, because we normally have the monthly hurdles where we speak about our experiences. So I wanted to suggest to, yes, Anna and the rest of the country reps, that if we could have this session and just speak about our experiences and highlight some of the good experiences that we've had with EMA. For example, personally, I'd like to share a lot because of EMA, I had the opportunity to work with the EU delegation in Zambia, and I have a background in social work, but I was given an opportunity to work as a press and information officer, something that I had no experience in, and this was all because of my volunteering experience. So I wish to share a bit more about this with others and just talk about our experiences. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And then going forward, we also have a very important topics for all of us across different units in EMA. So how can we collaborate better between different units? Sometimes the research and innovation unit has this brilliant idea of having how to connect women in STEM, and then having a call for proposal for different ideas. But then PSU has another idea.
Exactly.
But how can we collaborate?
So what were the discussion points? How many of you attended this session? And okay, we have
So it was a very interesting session. We started with trying to figure out what were the common blockers, and then we start talking about collaboration is good, but collaboration cannot be top down. It has to be bottom up. We need to empower the people in the organization to feel ownership, and to feel like they own the process, and also it's in their control, right? So that will increase engagement. It will reduce churn. So one thing that we came up with a couple of interesting concepts. The first was we proposed the use of a knowledge management system. It sounds fancy, it's really not. It's just, think of it like a single source of truth or like a database, which basically will contain all the information, which is live. It won't be a PDF, do not worry. I do not like PDFs for this kind of stuff. But essentially, it will help provide information transparency. So for example, if I'm a newcomer and I want to know how to start a project in something, but I do not know anyone else, since we are completely virtual, and if you don't know someone, you cannot just reach out. Aside from the GDPR rules, there's also you don't know who to reach out to. So it would be good if we could have a knowledge management system, so to kind of be okay, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I need, is anyone interested? And this would also serve as a kind of early social proof, so some people can be yeah, this sounds good, or they can give you early feedback, so that will reduce the amount of time to feedback, right? Because you don't want to get a proposal with 100 pages, and to tell like after the 100 pages have been written, oh yeah, this is not good. You want minimum viable product. You want early feedback, quick start, and like you want to keep iterating. So that was the first thing. The second thing was we wanted to make sure there were access roles because we don't want to just make it a free-for-all, right? So it would be every EMA member would get access to this, like, think of it like a Wikipedia, but for EMA, right? Would get access and would be able to contribute to this wiki and be able to be like, oh, this information is wrong, or oh, this would be important to add. And then, but it wouldn't all obviously just be reflected. It would go up to the director or like whoever has the necessary access roles, and they would manually verify and be like, yes, this is allowed. So this is correct. Okay. So this way, every single person in EMA will feel more ownership over the organization, the functions, the information, and feel more empowered to act on and engage with the activities of the organization. The third most important thing is we need a owner for this, a liaison we mentioned, or like even a team of liaison who would work with the management board and would own the whole like the wiki, essentially, so that if there's any issue, you know who to talk to. Because a lot of times there's a lack of, a lot of people share responsibilities, so you don't know who to go to for what, right? There's this kind of ambiguity. We want to do away with that. So I think that's all we discussed, yeah? Am I missing anything?
Yeah, I was about to say the same.
I think I got it.
Can I just summarize on top of that?
Yeah.
Because I think the most important thing, part of this is work collaborative, because we don't want to work in silo. So we summarize into 3 things. On top of that is all the crucial part that we talk about, but the 3 main things is actually so identification. First thing is we need to identify what is the common things that we have in order for us to work for the opportunity and use our strength to go for the best for EMA. The second thing is that the platform. Yes, we've been talking about all the technical part, that all the brilliant ideas and such, but yes, what is the platform? We already have the EMA group and such. Is it viable? Is it good, or is it we need to enhance, or is it need to be more visible to the rest of the out there, the alumni out there? And also is that we need to identify what is the current standard practice of collaborations among the EMA platform, yeah. And the other last one is actually the process. That's where come the things that crucial, because everything we said and done, actually, what is the process to make it easier for each and everyone to collaborate using the correct mechanism, the correct tools, and also the correct process. Thank you.
That's incredible. So I can already see the synergies in the projects and ideas we've discussed, and that's wonderful. But I would also request you to, like, if we're discussing these ideas, we need to take them forward, right? So start taking the initiatives as well. There were some incredible ideas discussed, like the public speaking one, the professional development. I would just like to highlight that we keep on doing webinars on such thing. We had a project called EMA Public Speaking, which was like a couple of, I think it was one of the projects that we were doing earlier. We also have a project which is called Genie Talks, which highlights, the examples of alumni who are now working in the industry. So please have a look at that. If you want it to keep going, you can be the next project leaders. Take the initiative and say, okay, I would like to hear more about this particular thing. You can be the next leader to lead those projects and get more information out there to the EMA community. Also, there was another project thing discussed, which is the connectivity. Like, how can we find EMA members? So we have EMA Connect and Grow map, so which was discussed on the first day, if anybody remembers, or everybody was sleeping. So yeah, so we do have that. So you will get the link soon. And you can it's very easy to operate. You just put the name of the person or identify if there is some EMA volunteer or EMA member in your particular region, in your program. And you can see if just connect with them, share any opportunities or anything you're seeking, like if you need any guidance or anything. So we do have platforms where we can connect. But unless the EMA volunteers are connecting there, it won't be, that impactful. So these resources are there for you to make use of it. So try to explore them and see what's the potential of them, right? And keep improving, because we are developing few things here. We are brainstorming our ideas and trying to build things. But if there is any feedback, just share with us and how we can improve things. And we'll take things together with you, with the EMA community.
Amazing. So maybe we are done with the
So
conclusion of the co-creation event.
So please give yourself a round of applause for all the ideas discussed. Okay.
Oh, yes. Oh my
Hagen
God. Last but not least.
Okay,
Yeah?
yes.
Who would like to
Let's start
share?
with you.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. My name is Gregorio from Paraguay. I'm the country representative since last year, and I'm a graduate. Yes, I'm a graduate of one of the last Erasmus Mundus joint doctorates. I graduated in 2019 from the Science for Management of Rivers and their tidal systems program. And yeah, we had this small session on the values of EMA. And if you're not aware of them, you can check the EMA website, and on the About EMA section, you can find the values at the bottom. But basically, they are the following values: excellence, education, diversity, development, sustainability, and equality, which will soon be updated to equity. So we were discussing whether these values that were last updated in 2019, if I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, are still current, are still aligned with the current vision and mission of the organization that was updated more recently in 2021. We split up into two groups to discuss this topic, and then we got together, and it was actually a very heated discussion, and we struggled to reach a conclusion, but I'm going to try to summarize what we talked about. So the points were whether we keep these values, we need to add more new values, more relevant perhaps, or we need to somehow modify them to make them more current. We talked about excellence, and we discussed about merging it with education, because we feel that excellence is a little bit too divisive in the way it's currently written, because it talks about how EMA is such an exclusive program that accepts only around 5% of applicants. And we feel that that's way too academic for an organization like EMA, which is actually not purely academic. And so perhaps it's also not considering the fact that many applicants who do not get the grants or the scholarships become eventually Erasmus Mundus alumni through self-funding opportunities and so on. Also the fact that many members are currently students that might not complete their programs due to any number of reasons, but that doesn't make them any less valuable as EMA members. And we also, I guess we don't kick them out if they drop out from their programs, you know, like they are still EMA members. So we talked a little bit about excellence, and we considered merging it with education somehow to make it more inclusive, more broad. Then when we discussed diversity, we also made a difference or made a point out of the fact that when we talk about diversity, we're sometimes talking about promoting it through certain quotas. So do we really want these quotas, or do we want to be just an inclusive organization that receives everybody no matter what origin or sexual orientation or whatever factor that you might consider? About development, we feel that it's a little bit too industrial, too economic as a word, and so we discussed the possibility of changing it to a more broader, encompassing word such as growth, which could also include inner growth as people, as humans, because we are here learning so many new skills, so we are growing in that sense. So that might be more aligned with what EMA means to all of us. Sustainability should remain as a value. And yeah, equality will be updated to equity, so that it's not about having the same, but having what we need, right, to strive. Do I need to add something else, Rosella? Right? Okay, then, thank you.
So yeah, the main idea was that also we have 6 values now, and a couple of them could be merged together because they are redundant, and So for example, like exactly removing education and using the description that we have for education and put it in the excellence part, or also equality, equity, it's already sort of included in diversity. So diversity, it's like a umbrella word that can cover many things. And then sustainability shall remain. So we have like 3, right? So excellence, diversity, sustainability, and growth. So 4 of them.
Yeah, and maybe just add that by growth we mean community growth, but also personal growth. And we also talked a bit about other values that could potentially be added or included within the definition of other values, which could be engagement, participation, collaboration, co-creation, also altruism, which is why many volunteers are doing what they do, and also impact, because we are impacting lives through our work here. The feeling that we are making a difference through outreach as well should also be considered as a value. Okay, thanks.
Thanks a lot. Round of applause of the concluding remark of our co-creation.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So as you can see, we like in EMA, we are having these discussions because EMA is what EMA members make it, what the volunteers make it. So we will, like, all these points will be considered, and we will be having more discussions on this in this coming year. And hopefully we will be in touch more after this to work on these ideas and actually making EMA what the volunteers, on what the community wants it to be.
Yes, so before we close, I would like everyone to say, EMA is me, EMA is you, EMA is us. Okay? 1, 2, 3. EMA is me, EMA is you, EMA is us. Yay! Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Caroline. Thanks a lot, Rashi. It was an amazing session, conclusion of all the 3 days. I hope that we continue this energy, continue these discussions, and not just go home and wait for the next GA application to open. Make sure that we work towards getting that position again. You are a selected few out of more than 550 applications because of a reason, and let's continue to be that reason. I invite Kata now to do the formal announcement for the winners of the election. The results are out. And I also invite the candidates who are now in the room, that I hope they are here. Yes. So you will be hearing the formal announcement now, and after that we'll be having our super last short session, and I'll explain you what will happen there. Virza, can you help with the slides?
Tension. I'm not such a good, maybe this works? Yes. I've got all the others in the team to cheer you up, so I'll just wait for the slides to come. I hope you're all doing well. You got a couple of hours of sleep. It's Sunday today. I'm sure you'll get a bit more rest. A bit of sunshine, I think that's what I was missing, being in Lisbon and sitting in a room without windows. But there's always something to improve on. And yeah, going for a morning walk or a late night walk, that also works. I think we're getting there. Yeah, EMA is us. 2 years back, we were online. Last year, some of us met in Copenhagen. And who knows where we will be next year? It's a lot of excitement. It's a lot of commitment. But there's also a lot of joy. And you might wonder, what will be your next contribution? Where will you be contributing? What's the difference you can make? And with all of that, think about it. I don't know where I want to be in 5 years. But I know that I want to keep moving forward into a direction that I'm passionate about. So even if you doubt what you might be doing next, you can still move forward toward that goal. And if EMA gives you a framework to do that, do use it and do talk to the people. There's no more power in a network compared to how you use it. And with this, we have slides, and I wanted to really just say a big, big, big thank you to all our candidates. A really big round of applause. but we haven't updated the visuals. But I would like to tell you that the election in numbers. We had 102 eligible voters. 92 votes were casted in our presidential vote and 93 in the vice presidential vote. The minimum votes required for being elected was a simple majority. That's 50%. And with this, I'm happy to let you know that Ashikur Rahman was elected to be president of EMA between 2023 and 2025. Where are you? Come on. Congratulations. He's not going to be alone. There'll be someone else on his team or on the big EMA team. Are you here? I would hope so. So EMA's elected 2023 to 2025 vice president is Ruturush Trivedi. So what's next? We all learn and grow in EMA. So we give both of them the opportunity to say a couple of words to you and to, let it sink in. Rutu.
First of all, thank you very much for your support and your love and your motivation, which keeps me going to get more involved in EMA. Thank you very much, and a big applause for everyone. Now what? Now we have 2 years, and we are here for a purpose. All of us joined EMA for a purpose. We volunteer for a purpose. So let's keep it in mind, have our mission and vision of EMA, and do our best to work for it. We have our MB positions open until the next week, so don't hesitate to apply. Anyone can apply. Don't worry about anything. Just make a CV and motivation letter and just apply.
Yeah, we also get a couple of words from our future president, Ashikur.
Thank you so much, Katharina, for leading this EMA Presidential Election Committee, and I would like to thank all the election committee members. It's a pleasure, it's an honor, I'm humbled to be here, to be elected as your president for EMA 2025. I'm really happy to be here. As I mentioned several times, it is still a learning process for me to do something for you, to do something for the greater Erasmus Mundus global community. We are here only 102 person or 110, but we do have more than, theoretically, more than 14,000 members. At the same time, we have around 30,000 Erasmus plus EMGMD students and alumni. So it's a big responsibility not only for the president, because you put your trust on me, but at the same time, I would like to tell you, it's also your responsibility to help the presidential team and the management board to bring everyone in our community portal. I'm really happy to see that you are happy. That's why I'm here. At the same time, I would like to mention something. Please connect, because connection can make us to be collaborating with some others. And when we do connect, when we have the collaboration, we can go for the celebration together. This General Assembly, we have seen like 120. Why not the next General Assembly more than 200? This time we have in our community portal 3,787 members right now, right today. By the coming year, why not it should be 10,000? This time we have 76 years. Just make it double. We have like 93, 97 peers. Try to make it double. So let's think something. If we plan for something double, hopefully we'll get something. I would like to tell you, the trust you put on me, the belief you put on me, I'll do my best to make you happy, to see after 1 year that it is really working and you chose the right person. Thank you so much. I would like to tell you one thing finally. EMA is you, EMA is me, EMA is us. Let's work together. Thank you so much.
Well, there's nothing else to say than thank you. And I'm handing back to Prashant.
You're not leaving me. You'll be helping here. So, no, thanks a lot again. You have 2 years to be on the stage. So just a very quick, what will happen in the EMA life right now, that in next 1 month, the management board applications will be selected, reviewed by the 2 selected candidates, plus a team of experts, team of selection committee, who will be consisting of ex-volunteers or present volunteers, senior volunteers, basically everyone who has experience, plus people with knowledge. And after that, there will be a handover meeting in a couple of months between the previous and management board and the new management board. There will be individual handover meetings plus physical handover meeting, and then the new plan will be coming to you. So what I encourage right now to all of you is apply for management boards, apply for the volunteering positions. There are a lot of positions which are open. There can be more positions created. The beauty of the new statutes and the new system is that it's very flexible. That's why we have been creating these brainstorming ideas, how we can have more roles and more work. There is no dearth of work. But what did we learn in these 2 days? What did we get back? Before we go for a final session of closing and having some last question answer and feedback for us as organizing team and the management board, I would like to know if you guys finally get to know each other or not. How many of you, how many of you know, can someone tell me here, how many countries were here today for this GA? Does anyone know? What's the right number, Manase? 57 is the right answer. Great. That's almost 1/4 of the world's country that we were here, more than 1/4. So that's a great applaud. Let me ask some questions that I got to know. Do you know that here one of our EMA members who's here as a GA attendee is also a EMGMD coordinator? Do you know? Do you know? How many of you know? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Yeah? Okay. Can I ask you, do you know who is that person? No. Can you tell who is the person? Do you know the name?
Is it Raquel?
Raquel? She is related to EMGMD, but not a coordinator, not a coordinator. Anyone else who can, not from the team, not from the management board, anyone else who can raise hands and tell? It's a quiz. Basically, you're trying to find out if... Yeah, try.
Is it Aphrodita?
Aphrodita, are you a coordinator? Are you a coordinator? No. Aphrodita is not a coordinator. She is also working with EMGMDs. The correct one, now we have an award from the merchandise. There is a gift.
Nias, where is
Dr. Nias, raise your hand. Where are you? Here. Huge applaud to her. Okay, another quiz. It's a very, very simple quiz. Very simple. How many management board positions do we have? 10? 10? 12? 10? 10? 8? 8? Okay, let's be simple. There are 10. I want all the 10 management board positions without looking into phone, without looking anywhere, in one breath. Who can do it? Raise your hand. Who can tell me all the 10 management board positions? Example, legal director. 10 positions without looking into the phone. Quickly. Just the word. It can be a mistaken word. It's okay. You can say legal instead of legal and internal affair. Jeff, can you try? Okay, Jeff, go for it.
We have the SNA unit, the very active one. Just kidding. Second, we have the talent management unit. We have the legal. We have the finance management. We have the project support. We have the outreach. We have the research. We have the... Come on. No, it's the outreach. The partnership one. And Jordan's unit is the quality assurance. And the other one... Wait, I need to check. Oh, of course. I won't... The communication 90.
Congratulations. Jane was watching. Jeff, remember which unit you are also volunteering for? Yeah, I'm sitting right behind you. Remember, you were leading one of the co-creation session yesterday on this topic. It's okay. So we know a lot of things. Okay. Anyone here who knows the most recently onboarded CR? The CR net team might know. The recently onboarded CR. It can be as recent as today morning. It can be as recent as yesterday night or 1 week ago. And the only person who knows the answer right now, the right answer is Rajon, of course. Look at his face. You can. So, who can tell this right answer? You? Okay, I'm here. I'm sorry. I'll come again.
It's the CR for Qatar. Diksha?
Qatar? Is that the right answer? Yes. Congratulations, CR Qatar again. And the similar question goes, who's the recently onboarded PR? Recently onboarded PR. I mean, we are waiting for the 100th PR. Who is the recently, which program or which person here is the most recent PR? Okay, maybe it's a little complicated one. Okay, this last question and then we go for a... the person is not here. Okay, Nikshan, just tell the answer.
It's Christian Debono from Intermaths program, but he's not here.
Great. Thanks a lot. he knows it. Okay, last question and then we go into the final session that we have planned. How many EMJMDs are there now, today? What is the exact number? It's on one website called EMJMD Catalog. Okay, Bakir raise his hand first.
194?
No? Okay, Shraddha. Is there someone on that side? I've asked many answers.
96?
96? This is undermining. Please escort her out of this room. There. Okay. Zarina.
It could be 146 or 47.
Too less.
80 here. Yeah, in general. 250.
Give realistic numbers, guys. Who? Carla.
190.
Last. Okay, two. I think, no, this is cheating going on here.
193.
193 is the right answer. 194 was the closest one. I'm so sorry. I mean, I don't know if something has been updated right now and Dashiku doesn't know. You can check the EMJMD catalog. I'm sorry. Okay. Thanks a lot for this engagement. And we are going to have a lot of plans in next GA, in next events. Regional GAs is a very good idea, but we need more people and some funds from the people who are sitting there, there. So yeah, but we can all be sustainable. We can all organize these things by ourselves. We have got events like, can someone give an idea where we do meetups? What is the name of the event of EMA? Where we do regular meetups from the local community. We celebrate one thing. EMA Day, yes. Why not we make our EMA Day bigger? Why not we make it a more organized conference? Why not we just go, instead of going for a sit down and a coffee and dinner, someone takes initiative from the local areas and have a small conference. That will be our regional GA. Why not? Let's make it bigger. Let's have ideas. The moment we discuss, the moment we sit down, we create ideas. Let's do that. Let's use all the channels that we have. So before we close and have the final group picture, before that, I would like to know real and honest feedbacks from all of you, not only to the GA, but anything that has happened in last 1 year from your volunteering role. And I want feedbacks. I mean, of course, everyone can say, I loved coming here. We have done that. We want honest feedbacks, problems. Tell about what you could have done better. Someone told me, bathroom breaks. Good point. But we never stopped anyone to go out. But good point. So we want actual feedback of this GA of the management board working for last 1 year, about the election process. We might answer some if we have real answers, just to clarify. We might not answer and just take it, we note it down. And I would request one of our team, Jordan, can you please note down these feedbacks just for our own record? Yeah, policy and quality assurance.
But please don't say that your feedback is you need more time to get ready. We tried, things didn't work out, or that you don't like the food, or you don't like the way flights, etc. were booked, because those aren't things we can change. So as much as there are lots of really good things that we never thought of that you'll say, please think before you say feedback about stuff that we can't do anything about.
Just to clarify on that, I think there will be a form from GIZ and SP about the event feedback, event management feedback, which is more of logistics. Maybe you can give some answers for their help about, say, this could have been done in a flight manner, this could have been done in a different manner, about the food quality. I don't know if something can change suddenly like this. It's all preferences. We are talking about here, right now, what we are going to discuss is feedback of how GA, how EMA works. Not about flights, that my flight was delayed, I did not get enough time for sleeping, the music was too less or too loud. No, okay? Jane.
Actually, the email you just received is actually from logistics. So please make sure that you fill as much as possible in terms of flights, accommodation, whatever. Yeah, it's been sent by Manasseh on behalf of Mosaic. Yeah.
Service provider. It's from service provider. Yeah, that's what. So it's from the service provider. We'll be also sending you a GA organizing committee feedback. Okay. Sorry, I didn't see it. So there is a feedback form already sent. You can always fill. But right now, let's have this discussion, lively discussion. Who will want to start with your feedback? And be critical, be positive, everything.
So first of all, this was my first GA, and I'm so happy with overall all the things. And thank you to the management board. You organized it very nicely. I just have one request that can be included in the next GA. That is like we had a treasure hunt. I really, as within the team, we enjoyed a lot. Can we introduce something in the next GA that we have like open bus tour in the city and we can enjoy something more there? You know, open bus tour, can something be like that?
Sounds good. We write those things down. If we start commenting, we will be talking for 2 hours. I think we'll just get some comments in. Also, if you do have a comment, maybe just come to the front so we speed up things a little bit. No, we go. You go? Yeah. Okay. Well, then you go.
Collins.
So I have a comment. I have a comment. So my name is Collins. I'm lucky because I flew in from Spain, but I know some of the fellows, they flew from really far. And I think that maybe we should be a little bit more, we should give them some time to like rest a little bit, if it's possible to bring them in a day early to recover from jet lag and stuff like this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Rashi?
Okay. Yeah, I think in the morning we heard from a lot of people who are attending their first General Assembly, but this is my second General Assembly, and I would like to congratulate the team, the organizing team who has been working on it over the months. Because this time, I would say I really enjoyed the co-creation sessions. I really enjoyed the professional development sessions because they are actually really helpful and in taking back something with us. Yeah, so these were really good, and I really enjoyed. And I hope we keep on doing more of such activities in the future, in the coming time. What I felt which was a little bit missing, just comparing it to what we had last year, was the networking part, where we get to know everyone. Like last year, we had a session where we wrote down a comment about ourselves, and the other person had to figure out. So that was a really engaging activity where we reached out to everyone and asked, is it you? So that was a really good conversation starter. So if you could have something more like this, that would be great. Otherwise, apart from that, I would say professionally, it was like professionally or personally, meeting so many people, and like in terms of growth, it has been really good General Assembly.
That's a good one.
Anyone from this side?
Here.
First, the non-management board. Sorry.
Okay. Is it okay? I can.
Reply. You want to reply to that?
Sander, go ahead. Okay, Sander, go.
Oh no, it's me, Ashikur.
Okay.
One of the things I wanted to say, and this is specifically directed towards Manase, is no one knows how much time he spent thinking of all the possible ways we could give. I don't know.
Yes, he's there.
All of the possible ways we could include what you guys wanted. So I didn't organize any other GAs except helping with this one. However, most of them you don't get the food options you want. You don't get to choose your shirt size or the color or who you want to room with or what topics of interest are to you, et cetera, et cetera. So thank him, and when you see him, tell him thank you for spending sleepless nights making sure that you guys got what you wanted to the best of his ability. So that was amazing. It's a lot of work, but thank you.
SP at the end. SP at the end.
First, as everyone, I would like to thank for the organizing committee. It was pretty good. A feedback probably would be like timely informants of different activities. I think what we failed to do, I'd probably say, is timekeeping. Because and I understand the sessions are interesting, but I think because we had to move from room to room, and then people also needed the bathroom breaks, it looked like we weren't keeping up with the schedule. So maybe for the future to consider having a break in between, so people actually refresh a bit in a sense that they wake up, have coffee. So what happened is that people who needed a bathroom break, a coffee break, they had to leave some of the sessions. So maybe that to consider. And on top of it, I think that communication in general, like once we were here, in advance, like there was a lot of communication in advance and it was amazing, but it seemed like once we came here, it all was just by Telegram. And I don't think everyone has Telegram. So maybe, like, because email was original communication, maybe there should have been either a duplicate or keep one source of, let's say, information, and which is more, let's say, accessible for everyone. So I'd say that that would be a feedback. But nonetheless, it was great. It was my first one, and I did enjoy it. So thanks a lot for organizing it.
Thank you. Thank you for the feedback.
So I'm from the service provider, a great GA, I think. There will be two surveys. One is from service provider from us. That's a EU survey. It's relatively short, and there please put in everything, if it's in our control or not, and if it affects EMA or logistics or something, just put it all in there.
So that's what we explained. So Gune.
Good night. It's my second J, and really, I'm so grateful to be here. And my first suggestion was that there were a lot of brainstorming sessions, and people came up with great ideas. But I would like to have one person, or I don't know, several persons, who write it down, all the ideas, and to summarize them and share with all of us. Because I didn't attend in all groups, I didn't hear their ideas, and we just presented this very fast. I'd like to have them, and then to look at them, and then maybe we can talk about them with our volunteer members and everyone, because I really heard great ideas. I would like to have them. And second, that we are talking about inclusion and equality. I would like to see here more self-funded alumni and students also. Maybe we can promote GI with them to encourage them to be a member of us, to be volunteer of us, and to have the same rights. Thank you.
Prashant.
No, okay, totally understand, but I think there is no discrimination about it. Never. I am a self-funded and a funded because I did too.
Thank you so much for your service. I really appreciate it. I had a couple of notes. I believe some people missed, because there are two Telegram groups, I believe it was easy to be in one and not be in the other. And also because Telegram doesn't allow like threading in channels. It's a great platform, listen, but for more broadcasting, it's hard to lose track of the communication. And it happens that one person asks something and then it gets buried. So then another person asks the same thing. So I'm a bit worried for you, Jane, honestly, because you had to answer the same question multiple times. I think it just, of course, then it becomes about platforms, but I would recommend using Discord or Slack or something where you have channels for like Q&As and things can be pinned and roles and such. So there's less like communication overload for the same redundant questions. And I actually have a request for after this. I love the co-creation sessions. I found them very beneficial. I'm just, I try to like get LinkedIn and I know that we have the Connect map and that's amazing. Is this sometimes, I don't know everyone's name, so it's hard for me to follow up on some people's, like if I want to create a project, it's hard for me to be like, oh, I need to contact this person. Can we have like a list of names of the people from each group? And if, for example, in the future we do it for this GA specifically, so I can know who to contact for if I want to make a project and follow up on conversations. And for the future GA, it would be really cool if we use like Slack or Discord, to literally have a channel per co-creation session per day, so we can easily like keep following up on conversations, right, in a very organic way. I hope that helped.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jane?
Okay. I already said in the morning what that I think about, but also I think that we need some PRs and CR sessions because I mean we have it monthly, but it's not the same, especially because not all of us are connected because of the time zones or so on. So now that we are here, maybe we can have specific sessions for CRs and PRs.
Okay, that's a good idea. This side also. Okay. Pradyut.
Okay. Hi everyone. This is Pradyut from India, Program Representative Goals again. I first want to thank, first of all, amazing organization, lovely, well-structured. I loved how the gala dinner was organized, how you guys arranged the tables to initiate conversation with random people, not just our couple of friends. So these little thoughts I appreciate, and I also want to thank the other staff members of the Ramada Hotel or Nova University. The camera people, they were also very cooperative in many things. And I had this feedback that we had this reflection at the end. I had many thoughts about like how we can improve our roles or EMA as a whole. So I wanted to share some things. So if we could have had a session where we could have taken thoughts from the volunteers, that what they have in mind, what issues or what things like, what problems do they have in mind to highlight or take them into the sessions. Firstly, so I already have forgotten many things that I had in mind before I came. So I was like, I'm going to the GA, I'm gonna raise this issue, I'm gonna talk about this, but I couldn't get an opportunity. We had a co-creation session, although, but the thing was, it wasn't chosen by us. So I like that we were endorsed to take part in that, but the thing is, we had our own thoughts too. So if we could take in the next GA, take the thoughts or and compile them, and what are the main issues to that we can resolve, that would be great. And yeah, by the end, it's like there's no point.
Thank you, Pradyut. Razi.
Thanks. Just to summarize, I think it's a good point to come with ideas and implement those ideas instead of creating ideas here. Yeah.
Razi.
So, hello everybody, and yeah, thank you, and of course, thanks to the staff. Perhaps I also like to reaffirm my belief as an electoral observer that observed many elections in the previous years and the importance of the physical participation of elections, the feeling of physically dropping a name in a box and writing the name on a paper, that creates a kind of intimate relationship between the person whose name you just written and dropped in a box and stood in line than just a form you completed online, which is like less important. And I don't believe that we should be even more dependent on technology and everything, especially since we're all in person. Might even take less time, like maybe 2 boxes, 50 people per box, we're just 100 people. So yeah, I would recommend that consideration, that perhaps I find it an exciting thing to do. And yeah, thank you. And to conclude with a quote of a famous philosopher, I forgot what he used to, his name, but he used to say, double it and give it to the next person.
Yes. First of all, I would like to thank you all for organizing this General Assembly, for making it possible. It was my first GA, and it was really, it exceeded all of my expectations in terms of content. Just one small feedback, to please consider next time the layout of the venue when designing the agenda, because way too many of us were running up and down the stairs to the 14th, 11th floor, 12th floor, and then coming back down in 5 minutes time. And
That's
yeah.
a very good point. Yeah. We already noted that. Thank you.
So I want to firstly say kudos to the planning team, particularly with the welcome book. That was a very good touch. Imagine coming here from a different country and you can take the metro and arrive because of this welcome book and the telegram question and answer. Big congrats to the team. One thing that really stood out with me though was the networking. And I know networking, a big part of it falls on you as a person. But before I came, I asked, can I see the attendees so you know you have an idea of who you can talk with to share your research ideas about? The list wasn't available. And then I came here and I found that I held the same conversations over and over. Hi, what's your name? Which country are you from? And we sleep, forget, and start it over the next day. And it feels like a rerun of a bad movie. Is there a way that we could have really made connections, even outside of the coffee breaks, where you end up doing, hello, what's your name, where are you from, while covering your mouth with food in there? You understand?
That's a good point, and we considered a lot. One of the most improved situation was our name tags has country and program, which was never there before in any of the GA, at least in my knowledge. These things change, but also let me also tell you before we go to the next question that there is a lot of GDPR problems. There are a lot of people who don't want to share their names. It's impossible. So we have to consider these problems also, and that's why some lists were not shared and some details were not shared. I think we have last 1, 2 questions, and then we see how much time. I think we are now trying to close.
All right, Umar here. Firstly, I would like to say my application for this General Assembly was only done last moment in the last week. So firstly, thanks to all the organizing committee for letting me attend such a prestigious event, and it was such a thrilling and enriching experience for me to attend. Now, firstly, I want to say all of the things were amazing. The co-creations were very insightful. But for me, the General Assembly session, once we discuss or have a co-creation session on something such as a roadmap for EMA, I believe as the participants of the General Assembly, once we discuss or we shortlist some notable key action plans or some milestones in terms of the charter or some physical events or how to improve EMA, I believe as participant, we should put those two certain tangible to voting points, we should identify and highlight the key action plans which the participants want to see, certain statutes or certain charter policy issues that needs to be changed. Since we have debated, we would want to see those being put into action, and to be more involved, I think certain things could be put for voting and gather more input for the participants. Thank you.
Thank you, Umar.
All right, just a quick one. Hashtag networking done. Hashtag networking impact done. But upskilling and reskilling, I think we need to look at the angles, because I think we have only 2 sessions about IT, and the other one is about the negotiations. And I think I was thinking about, wow, upskilling and reskilling, there's something more. But for me, I think I did not get that much. But rather somehow, indirectly upskilling and reskilling, we get it through the conversation. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now, since we have 12:35, we are going to take really final 2 questions. And after that, because these 2 people, I've never seen them speak, that's why.
Hi, dear friends. I'm Yixuan, CR from China. And I just want to say everything is amazing here. This is my first GA, so I have another new suggestion. In fact, given the diversity of our participants, which include both working professional people and students. So I think this could serve as a platform of EMA for offering and exchange of array of opportunities such as job positions or collaborations or fundings and more. I mean, for example, for me, I just want to do something also for EMA, for our platform next time. So maybe we can have more collaborations online or offline and during whatever we want to. So, for example, next time, if you guys want to fund something or universities or researchers or companies in China, or just want to come China to get a vacation, so just call me and then you don't forget that you have a Chinese friend here. So.
Thank you so much for the offer. The last one.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. I'm Antidi Surafari from Tanzania, but also a program representative for Masters in Applied Equidology. So big kudos for the organizing team, but my one kind of comment, I was like, because we're trying to to push further the involvement of EMA in a different country, so I was trying to give a trick to the to the selection committee. If you could consider maybe in the next GA to bring in more participants from the and either underrepresented or unrepresented countries. For instance, I had one colleague contacted me. Is like the newly onboarded this year from Ghana, but Ghana is still has low profile. So for me, I would consider like it's very important to include them maybe in the GA so that they can get the trick on how to upgrade the EMA in the respective countries. Thank you.
That's what one of the main goal was, and I think in the selection criteria, which was done by a double-blind review, we had criterias like, is someone a previous volunteer? Is someone a new volunteer? Has someone ever attended a GA? These points were also very important, and we had actually reserved some seats who have never volunteered or never attended a GA. So this is very important, but of course there are limited budget and limited seats, but thank you everyone. Okay, before we close, I had two more people to say, but one is from our partner organization, and of course, Patricia, you will be the last but not the least to say. And after that, we'll be closing the session soon.
Hello everyone, it's Serena here from Garage Erasmus. So I wanted to thank you all guys for having us here, for giving us the opportunity to exchange and see what's your work, for your vibes and the energy, which is like memorable. Yesterday I was talking to Ashikur and I was told to feel like home. I can confirm that I truly felt like home, so thank you for this. I wanted to tell you that we are still here if you have questions or to exchange the contacts and so on. And what we try to do with Shinem as well, it's having like this cooperation between organizations. Maybe you were so many, so we didn't have the time, to exchange with really everyone. But again, if you have ideas, questions, ideas of cooperation, know that we are there. And yeah, a big thank you on behalf of Garage Erasmus and ESA in general. Thank you guys.
Patricia, I want you to come here and talk to us.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you, Emma, and more especially to someone who's keeping working even now. It was so smooth. It was, even though we have lots of time to prepare, he was always there. He was always working. He answered even the most stupid questions. He was there for us. Manasseh, come.
Let's make a big hand for Manasseh.
Thank you. Thank you, because this guy made everything happen. Like really, we owe him like this transition, no fights. Really nice. Thank you, Manasseh. From SP side, I think my colleagues, Gaia and Diana, can say the same. Bachir, myself, thank you. And also Ashikur, but I know I know this time the guy in charge was him. So, and thank you all for having us here, for being so nice with us as well. This is not my first, I think this is my third, fourth, fifth General Assembly. Yes, but yeah, I thank you for my t-shirt because I'm going to wear it proudly as well.
Manase, can you take the closing now?
Yeah. So thank you for the kind words, Patricia. So today, as we come to the end of this incredible 17th EMA General Assembly, I stand before you as the organizing committee chair. I first would like to thank the EMA MB 2021 to 2023 for giving me this opportunity. I truly believe this was a team effort. As a leader, you are only as good as your team, so I would like to first have them on the stage. If MIMB can come to the stage, Prashant, Ashiko, Ruturaj, Jordan, Marcy, Tarun, Pepri, Shinam, I hope you are watching us online. We miss you, and Sakina, we also miss you, so you have been supporting us wonderfully, remotely as well. So, as part of organizing committee, Katarina, for taking care of the elections. I hope I didn't miss. Yeah. So I want to express my deepest appreciation to each one of you, and also to every participant who traveled from near and far to be with us. Your presence and active engagement have been the heart and soul of this GA. We brought together close to 120 participants from 57 different nationalities, representing a true tapestry of cultures, ideas, and perspectives. Your unwavering commitment to knowledge exchange and collaboration has made this gathering truly exceptional. We have witnessed remarkable moments of understanding as barriers were broken and connections were forged across borders and backgrounds. It also ignited a collective passion for change. It is through these interactions that we find the fuel to drive progress and shape a better future together. There is definitely scope for improvement. So we have well noted all the feedback, and we would definitely work on those things. We are constantly improving. So I assure you that all the feedback would be taken. As from Emma's side, we will also send you a detailed survey. You can be critical. You can also note down inform us all the places where there were either lack of communication or could have been done better. We'll take this into consideration definitely for the next GA. I would also like to thank Jane for all the logistics support. She has been running around with seeing. So if I'm not wrong, I think this is the first time we have a host, an MB member being part of the host city. So it was very helpful. But yeah, finding a hotel which can accommodate almost close to 120 participants was very difficult with all the 6 breakout rooms. So I would also like to thank our service provider, Diana and Gaia, for helping us with this. So it was in DC. This was booked 6 months back, and this was the only hotel available. So yeah. And I would also like to thank the agenda team led by Jordan for together with Sheenam, Raquel, Katarina, Tarun for creating the schedule. They collected the feedback from you regarding what could be the co-creation topics. Also in the application form, we collected a lot of these details, and we tried our best to find the schedule that could work for us. We'll improve on that in the upcoming GAs. I would also like to thank everyone who contributed to creating an environment that fostered meaningful connections and unforgettable memories. I'm sure you are taking back with you a lot of memories with you. I would also like to extend a special thanks to the IT team, Virza and Carla, for helping us. It's So Visa is doing this for the second time consecutively. It's not easy. Sometimes you might have to miss some part of the networking. So he has to be there, making sure, okay, the next session is everything all right, etc. So I'm very happy that Visa and Kerala helped us here. So I would also like to special thanks to the GA Comms team, Shraddha, if you can stand, Pamela and Novay. So these three they are all fresh volunteers. They started their journey in EMA as a GA Comms team. So all of them were new, except Novay was a country representative for Myanmar. But everyone started new, and they were all the promotional materials you saw, the name tag design, the certificate design, everything was designed by our team. So I would like to thank them. As I reflect upon the past 3 days, I am overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of what we have achieved together. We have created a space where people from different corners of the globe could come together, connect and learn from one another. The knowledge shared, friendships, and ideas sparked during the GA will ripple outward. I'm sure just like how it happened in Copenhagen GA, where some of the ideas became funded projects by ESA, and some of them have also transformed into a EU project proposal. So I hope to see this continue, the trend, whatever ideas. We also will try to make sure we have this jam board where participants could see what happened in the other sessions which you could not attend, so that you have a visibility, very high level visibility of all the activities that happened. So we'll try to do that, and also with the Connect and Grow map, we'll try to make sure everyone has access to it and has good number of details so that you can continue to reach out to other people without any hassle. So yeah, each and everyone played an integral role in making this GA a true success. As you return to your respective homes, armed with new insights and connections, let us carry the spirit of this gathering forward. Let us continue to champion diversity and inclusion, to embrace new ideas and perspectives, and to work towards collaboratively towards a more equitable and sustainable world. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this experience. I look forward to seeing the seeds we have planted here bloom and flourish in the years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the inspiring speech. It's an outstanding. So thank you all the MB members. Thank you so much the organizing committee, whoever here. Guys, we are actually in 30 seconds we are finishing. And then I hope we'll have some photo, right? Final photo.
I'm going to quote you on that, 30 seconds.
Okay, thank you. I have just one thing. You know, in EMA, there is a slogan. Once EMA. Let's do it together for the final one, and it's done. Maybe.
Once EMA.
Always EMA.
Thank you. Can we ask every one of you to come here for a group picture?
Let me get my shirt.
Jordan, this time really 30 seconds.
Congratulations. You did an amazing job.
Ashik, raise your phone. Yes, yes.